Any more details that you're picking up? We know the Congress party is in touch with independents. We know they have decided to bring their flock together to Bangalore. We know that there are two guys who are in the race to become the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. Anything else you're picking up?
Well, yeah, Shreya, what we do know at this point in time, of course, is that the Congress party is in, close and constant touch with all of their candidates. But that apart, also the fact that, they're reaching out now to some other independent candidates as well. They're really keeping their options open. Yes, while the exit polls have predicted that they may be taking a lead here, the biggest question on the minds of everyone right now is whether they would be getting a simple majority or not. And, we've seen Karnataka has been testament to, horse trading. Karnataka has been testament to resort politics. We've seen how money and muscle power have dominated every election over democracy. And with that being said, it wouldn't be wrong to say, Shreya, earlier you were mentioning that, we might be wrapping up our day early. Well, of course, I would beg to differ over here, because given the way things are right now, it does somewhere seem like, the drama is just about to begin. The game has just begun right now for all the political parties in the state. We heard from Mr. Kumaraswamy there, yes, while on one side you had the Chief Minister who didn't seem too upbeat. On the other side, you had, the Congress camp leaders who were seeming quite upbeat. Kumaraswamy there standing, of course, on the midline there, really going on to be very modest and saying that they're a small party here. But the fact is that, Shreya, for the Congress, of course, this particular election in concern is going to be extremely crucial here, because, they're going to put in all their efforts to keep the BJP out of Karnataka, one state where the BJP has managed to remain in power down in South India. So, having said that, we'll really have to wait and see. A lot of interesting, source-based inputs which are coming in right now. But of course, the actual movement on ground would only possibly begin closer to when the election results are likely to be announced.
All right. The Congress party, it seems, according to sources, is not just considering Mr. DK Shivakumar and, Mr. Siddaramaiah, but Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge as well, Mr. Parmeshwara as well. Both of them are Dalit faces. Is that in the realm of possibility?
I'm glad you phrased it as possibility and not probability. Possibility, yes. Probability, no. Because the point is that, let me put it this way. Congress being Congress, two things cannot be denied or will not be denied. One is that the High Command will play a decisive role. The second thing is that they will keep 2024 in mind, because this is not a winning shot for 20. It's a first beachhead of strength for the 2024 elections. And if Dalit votes nationwide are important, then to that extent, Priyanka Kharge or Mallikarjun Kharge will be important. But, Mallikarjun Kharge is already the Congress president.
Exactly.
And, they will not...
It can't be Priyanka
And he's also...
I would imagine it can't be Priyanka.
And Priyanka is too young.
Exactly.
Therefore, I would not rule out a deputy chief minister who's a Dalit or a Muslim. This is the way I expect Congress to play. While the chief minister will be one of the two, Shivakumar or Siddaramaiah. And it's a very tough contest, as you mentioned. If you mention ED cases, then the tilt is towards Siddaramaiah. But Siddaramaiah is already, if you talk, in the backroom talks, they'll say, Mr. Siddaramaiah has already been chief minister, sir, we will accommodate you somewhere.
No, 50-50 nahi ho sakta, rotational, which never works out.
That may be, no, it can work out in a very different way. Please understand, if it can work out between Yadiyurappa of BJP and Kumaraswamy of JDS as it did last year, it's much easier to work out within the Congress because it's intra-party as opposed to inter-party. So I don't rule out an informal engagement where Mr. Shivakumar will be projected till 2024 and then Mr. Siddaramaiah takes over, because I'm certain about one thing.
Look at who we have on our screens right now. Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy. Stooping, not look too happy this morning. I wonder where he is going. This place looks like a temple to me, but then it could very well be his official. I don't know. Is it a temple? No. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Well, yeah. But I'm not surprised, because I think it's quite clear now increasingly that politics is played with TV screens and social media in mind. And there's a certain plan they work out to. Everything from spokespersons being designated channel-wise to going
It's
to
a
the
big,
temples.
but it's a big day, right? It's almost
It's
like
a very
Beti ki
big
shaadi
day.
for them.
Yeah,
Right?
it's yeah, big
You
shadi,
need to
and
plan.
it's a very, politics is just like journalism. We all have internal discipline in our respective professions. You know, so politicians have their own professions. They have to keep the morale high, even if they are sort of being defeated. They will probably gracefully announce, one party will blame EVMs, another party will blame the foreign hand. This is all part of the political circus now. But having said that, they also have in mind the interests of the cadres, interests of their constituencies, a sense of granularity and detail that we do not often consider in our everyday chatter. But most important, let me say from coming down to Karnataka, that the Vokaligas are extremely important for the Congress because although the vote banks are not working the way they used to, where one leader will say, and everybody will vote. Today, for instance, Lingayats are seeing intra-community rivalries playing out, which is why Jagdish Shettar leaves for Congress. Similarly, Vokaliga votes are clearly split between three parties now. Uh, Even though you may quibble on the extent. Okay. And also there are economic interests. It's not just a caste in the conventional sense. Lingayats are loaded in favor of the professions. Vokaligas are loaded in favor of farmer issues because there are professional issues. So some issues may seem like caste, but there are very clear upward mobility and economic interests built into this whole thing.
Okay, as we speak, we are seeing these pictures of H.D. Kumaraswamy at a temple. It seems that the Congress, the Congress is through by the looks of it. Although these may be early leads, and the Congress has made up its mind they don't want to go to this man, who has already asked for the Chief Minister's chair in case anyone wants to do business with him. But I do think I can go across to my colleague Imran, who's at the KPCC office with some Congress workers. Go ahead, Imran. Tell us what you see. Okay. The perils of live television, as I always say, especially when you're in a place which is crowded and the KPCC office right now is crowded. What are they saying? Let's just listen into what they're saying. PCR, can we just see what these guys are saying? Much more dignified celebrations in Karnataka than in Delhi.
They seem almost.
Yeah.
Saying, look, the cameras are watching and we have to do something.
Yeah, they're not given to the theatrics like North Indians are.
Yeah,
right?
partly, and also they are not. The Congress in Karnataka has a strong middle class character.
Yeah.
The education levels are high. As you know, the way they are dressed, the way they are talking. Although it might be the same party, it has a very different socio-economic character, and that shows in the way they celebrate. It's kind of muted. It is sort of tentative, and also I think to some extent you don't know whether the cameras are chasing them or they are made to sort of behave in a certain way because the camera is in front of them. It's all something for us to reflect over.
Okay, and there's Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy back on our screens. And since he's back on our screens, let me just put a question to Akshata. Akshata, maybe the Congress doesn't need Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy by the end of the day. That if early leads hold, say till even 2 o'clock, we know that Mr. H.D. Kumaraswamy will have no say in who makes the government in Karnataka. But the Congress, there seems to be a great reluctance within the Congress, even till yesterday, about a possible coalition or joining hands with this man on our screens right now. Is it because he had already given his long list of wishes out to whoever wants to do business with him, make me chief minister, no interference in running of government, my party will and my party MLAs will get plum portfolios, every promise in the JDS manifesto has to be fulfilled?
Right. So with Congress having a very strong, two contenders, when Congress already has two contenders for the chair of CM, of course, there's going to be a lot of reluctancy in having a coalition wherein the third person also who's coming to join in hands with you is asking for the same position. So definitely, they wouldn't have been very excited about this situation, which is why, they just wanted to wait and watch as to how things really unfold. Previously, you just raked up the issue of Bajrang Bali, right? The Bajrang Dal. So if I could just, come to that, you asked whether, that helped the Congress and consolidate the Muslim votes. I'm not too sure if that was a very smart move by the Congress. In fact, I think it was totally unnecessary because Congress kind of has a little bit of hold in North Karnataka. What it definitely forgot is the fact that that region is also the birthplace of, Lord Hanuman. And a significant number of youth are a part of Bajrang Dal. So I think that was absolutely unnecessary for Congress to rake it up so close to the elections. Whether it has helped them, I would place my doubts on that.
Okay, and as we speak, this is a news flash that Shomit is sending us. He is telling us that HDK is holding currently a key meeting with a few JDS leaders in a layout in Bangalore after seeing the trends. A final decision will be taken after the picture is clear. Later, we are being told that HDK will go to Mr. Devagowda, his dad, once this meeting is complete. I wonder what this meeting is about. Let's see if we can get a reporter, guys, on this. Maybe they have some more insights on this, but
I think it's important to remember that given the neck and neck nature of Karnataka context.
But वो neck and neck तो अभी लग नहीं रहा है ना?
No, that's what I'm saying. This is the difference between the journalists and the politicians, if I may say so. They're always thinking long term for their career. 2024 is still on their horizon. They will discuss strategic shifts. Every vote matters, especially in areas like Old Mysuru, where it's so close that some of the old bets are off. It's not vote banks anymore. It is about vote consolidation based on issues, priorities, specific strategies. So they have a lot of detail in their head, and also they want to put on a brave face. They might change their stance, and for instance, I don't rule out. One interesting thing about Karnataka politics, which is a pain in the neck, if you ask me, is for parties to know how to balance between Lingayats and Mukkaligas.
Give me a minute. I think. Give me a minute here.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just so terribly sorry, just by the way, to both our guests for constantly interrupting you.
It goes with the territory called politics.
But I think Mr. Pavan Khera is live with us. Go ahead. Sabyasachi, I believe Sabyasachi is speaking to him.
Election. Do you think, sir, it has created an impact in the state?
Yes, of course. Ours was a positive campaign. The positive narrative started with the Bharat Jodo Yatra. It has culminated into what you see today in the results of Karnataka.
Sir, regarding the Bharat Jodo Yatra, how much impact it has created, sir, in the state?
You will see. You guys just go and talk to the people there. The issues raised during the Bharat Jodo Yatra still resonate in the minds of people.
Sir, after the victory, the major question arises that who will be the CM of the state, whether DK Shivkumar or Mr. Siddaramaiah, sir?
The legislative party will decide. We don't sit like people do in Nagpur with a remote control. We don't have any such arrangement.
Sir, regarding, there are also speculation going on that the Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge...
Siddaramaiah on Neha's screen. Let's quickly try and see if he's spoken to her and the other press that has been gathered around his house.
Sir, you'll talk after. Sir, Amil matartira, sir. Amil matartira, sir. Okay. Yappa.
But isn't that his demeanor? When he's in the mood, a bit temperamental, eh?
He's a bit temperamental, but he's quite a jovial man in his own way.
Okay, Neha,
very aggressive.
Give me a minute. Neha, are you through with us? That was Neha. That was Neha. Just by the way, viewers, that was Neha Hebale trying to get a bite from Siddaramaiah. She's been posted outside his residence for a while now. Mr. Madhavan Narayan just reacted to those pictures on our screens of Mr. Siddaramaiah saying he's already behaving like the chief minister.
Yeah, exactly.
As if
Look at
that's
the
his general
notice. The
demeanor.
body language has changed from turning towards the media to already assuming an air of importance that is typical of a certain chair that you think has come your way. So I find that very interesting. Or maybe he's superstitious about the fact that, look, it's not yet victory, so let me not say something that will embarrass me by the end of the day. So maybe that is there. So, let me come out with a headline for you. Congress to be ahead, but otherwise I thought, as they say in journalism, you don't let facts spoil your good headline.
Never let facts come in the way of a good headline.
Headline. So today the headline I had was choppers, hoppers and toppers.
Oh, look at the snake. Look at the snake. Look at the snake. This is a picture I've been waiting for. Let me tell you what has happened there.